Suzanne with Scrapping the Details, and today I have some really adorable and whimsical shaker cards to share with you. And I pulled out this die from Sizzix, and it's called the Card Mini Shaker. I do have a video that I did last year where I share 3 different ways on how to use this die, so I'll link it in the description below. But it's so super easy to use, and when I picked up this Emoji Die from Sizzix, I just thought, I wonder if I can utilize them both together and see what I can come up with. So it came out really cute, so I can't wait to share that with you. So again, this is the Emoji Die. I will link it down below for you, as well as the main component of this project. So with the mini pocket card, you do get all these dies here to create the pocket. It has another layering piece for the front. Of course, this circle for the transparency, or if you wanted to add some pattern paper on the back. And of course, this creates the opening to the top of your card. And then this hinge actually does not belong to this set here. I pulled out, let me see if I can grab it. I pulled out the hinge from this set because I liked it because it was a little bit wider. And this one's called the Multi-Window Shaker Pocket, also a must-have. So that's what I used for this project here. So let me go ahead and share those with you. So here's the first one that I made here. I used the one with the sunglasses. Now I did adhere my sunglasses and his smile onto the front of the transparency. Added some sequins mix inside, and I wish I would have added a little bit more, and then I added a cute little tag on the side and just attached it with some twine here. But I don't know if you can see it in there, but I did use the embossing folder. It comes in another set, and it does have a set of little framelits as well. Let me see if I can pull that really quickly. So here is the embossing set, and you can see all the fun little emojis there. And like I said, it does come with some coordinating dies as well, so you can make some really cute projects with that. So that's what I used. I used this embossing folder for the back panel of this pocket. And here's another one that I made here, and I love this. It just says, you aren't getting older, you're getting wiser. So when I saw that phrase, I immediately thought of this cute little wink. So I made this here, and in the inside, I included his little facial expression. So it doesn't sit on top of the transparency, but it's inside. And then I made this cute little tag that just says, treat yourself. So inside, you could tuck in that gift card. You could tuck in some candy. And like I said, you could also make another little card if you wanted to. But it's just a really fun way of presenting a gift to someone. Here's my third shaker card that I created, and I absolutely love this one. I think this one probably perhaps my favorite, only because it's pink, and I love the color pink. I love the bow at the top, so it's just so girly. And I think this would be just adorable to give to your sister, a best friend, your mom, your daughter. And I actually am going to make a few of these on hand so my daughter can have them for when she's invited to a birthday party. It seems lately she's been invited to so many birthday parties, and she's always looking for a handmade gift to give in conjunction with the gift card. So I think this would be great. She can tuck in her little gift card there. Her, candy, she always likes to give them a piece of their favorite candy. I think that would be really cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with you how I created this shaker card. So to create this shaker card, you're going to need, obviously, the mini pocket card. You're going to need, I used this bow die from Sizzix, and again, I'll link everything that I use down below in the description box. Obviously, the emoji die as well. I did use a couple of stamps, and these are also from Sizzix, and I believe they're from Stephanie Bernard. This one here is from Stephanie Bernard for sure, and I really like this one. It just has different little sayings on here, which are tiny, and I'm always looking for those tiny sentiments, especially for like a smaller tag. And then this one is perhaps my favorite. It's my go-to. It has so many different sentiments for birthday, different fonts. It's one of my favorites, so I always reach for this one. So again, I'll link this down below. You're going to need some embossing folders. Of course, as you can see, this is well loved. This is my go-to. This is the Swiss Dots from Cuttlebug or Cricut. And again, here is also a larger die, and it's just hearts. And then of course you will need some transparency, some cardstock, some pattern paper if you like to cover the front, and then again, just some cardstock there. And then I did use a couple of punches here. I used this rectangle punch, a little small heart punch, and obviously some black ink. And then this is a new die that I have purchased, so I also use the dotted tags to add to my pocket card, but again, any tag will do. So here's just a little snapshot of all the different die cuts. I've already ran them through my Big Shot machine, so they're ready to go. All I need to do is assemble them. So again, this is my shaker card, my base, my emoji, some hearts for extra embellishments, and then of course the components to the bow. And here is my little expression for my emoji card. And I forgot to mention, of course, because we are creating a shaker card, we're gonna need some sequins, so that might help. So anyway, here we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and start assembling my card. So here is the completed pocket. So now we can go ahead and layer the front of it. So what I did first was adhered the face to my emoji, and it might help if I also get some adhesive. I haven't done a video in so long, I'm forgetting my basic supplies. All right, so let's go ahead and put a little bit of adhesive on the back of this. And let's see, that's gonna go in the center just like that. And just a little bit lower, right about there. Okay, that looks good. Next, we're going to want to get our outer frame ready to adhere on top of the emoji. So I've already put adhesive on the back of my frame. I'm going to add my circle right to the back of that, and I'm going to just set that aside and give that a chance to dry. Okay, next here I'm going to grab these tiny little hearts, and I'm going to adhere them just at random places onto my emoji face here, just to give it just a little bit extra detail to my project. All right, I just like to use a toothpick just to grab my element, and something this tiny, so I'm just going to have it there. I think that looks good. And then I want, let's see, I want another one. I think I added 3. So let's go ahead and place that one there. Okay, and then one more. These are really tiny. Look how tiny that is. They're so cute. Okay, so let's add that there. If I can get it off. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so next, let's go ahead and let's get this out of the way. Okay, I think, oh, I know what I would like to do. I think I want to add, I have just this sequin mix here, but I want to add, as you can tell in this, in my project, I added just some random small hot pink hearts as well. So I'm going to go ahead and punch a few of those out and add it to this. Okay, I'm back. I went ahead and just punched a few more. It just adds a little bit something extra. Some really tiny elements in there. I use these tiny white hearts that I've had in my stash, and they're just so cute. So even though they're not, I'm not working on a Valentine's project, they still work. So I'm going to go ahead and let me grab my little embossing buddy. I just like to rub the top of my card just so there's not any static, and the sequins adhere just a little bit better, or shake a little bit better in the card. All right, so let's just add. Okay, that looks good. Okay, and then next, I'm going to just adhere some double-sided foam just to give it a little bit of dimension, and that's going to create our shaker card. All right, now we are able to adhere that just like that. Just press down just to keep all that sequins mixed inside. How cute is that? Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and add my eyes to the front of my shaker card. And let's see, here's the smile. And I think, did I use, yeah, I used pop dots for underneath there. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and add my eyes. I really love this set, and I love how perfect it fits in with this die. Just makes for some really fun and easy shaker cards. Let me get this a little bit higher so you don't see it. So let's see, about there. That looks good. And then next I'm going to add the smile, and oh, got a little bit of red tape right there. There it goes. I did emboss the hearts and as well as the smile. And I'm going to go ahead and just add some adhesive. I'm almost out of this adhesive. I need to grab some more. Okay, so that's going to go about there. Let's see, that looks good. Give that a chance to dry. And then I'm going to go ahead and assemble my bow. And okay, we're going to need this still. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and assemble the bow. This bow does have two pieces to create it. And here is just what I'm using, some polka dot paper for the center. I'm going to grab my crease tool. Now this is made primarily for paper flowers. However, I use it for my bows. It just makes it so much easier. I love this little gadget. Great little invention. So I'm going to go ahead, and all you do is add a little bit of hot glue to create your bow. Just folding it over and looking at the front to make sure I have it where I want it. And that looks good. Then I'm just going to add some glue to the center of that and attach my bow on top. Just like that. Okay, and now I can adhere my center to my bow, and it just gets wrapped around the center of the bow, and then again just turn it over and add a little bit of hot glue or your favorite adhesive just to hold it in place, just like that, and then your bow is ready to go. And then I'm going to add a little heart to the center of it. Okay. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of glue to the center of that because I want to attach I want to adhere my little heart to the center of this bow, just for, why not? Just to make it cute. Okay, just like that. So now we have our bow complete and ready to go. Now we can go ahead and stamp our sentiment onto our tag. And again, this one just says, "It's your day." I'm going to stamp it right there. I wish I had my little stamping buddy, but I don't. Oh, perfect. Okay, that works. And then next, let's go ahead and grab that smaller sentiment. And this one just says, "Happy birthday," in very, very tiny letters there. And I'm going to go ahead and use this rectangle punch to punch out some cardstock from the hot pink that I've been using. I'm going to use this little scrap here. I think I can do it. I've had this punch forever, and it is like my favorite. Like, I don't know if I can paper craft without this punch. Okay, I know that's being a little dramatic, but I really love it. It's just those items that are, I mean, I'm sure if you're like me, you probably have just those top 10 things that you just can't paper craft without, and this one is one of them. Like, I have to know where this one is at all times, because when you want to just add just something a little extra special to your project, it does just that. So anyway, I love it. So I hope I will never lose this thing. Okay, so that's there. I'm gonna go ahead and just stamp my ink, my stamp, and that should be good because it's really tiny. And let's just say "Happy Birthday" right there. And there you go. We can get this out of the way. And I just use some foam adhesive to the back. And then I'm going to pop it right underneath there, just like that. Let's pull this into our work table here. Let's go ahead and grab some twine. That looks good. Let's get this out of the way. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just loop that through. And let's see, let's tie it into a knot at the top. Okay, let's see. Whoops. Let's see. Right there looks good. Let's grab my scissors. Oh my stars. I don't know if I found these are like my favorite scissors for cutting ribbon and twine. I have been looking for a pair of scissors that just worked beautifully, and these are it. Seriously, they're just perfect, especially for cutting like satin ribbon, and they weren't that expensive as well. So here I tied a little ribbon just to let my kids know, who are always into my supplies, that they are not to touch these scissors, because I only want to use them for like twine and ribbon. But I'll link these below, but these are my favorite. Okay, so that's done. Let's go ahead and lay that there, and I'm going to go ahead and grab that pink tool that we're going to add just behind our bow, just to give it a little bit more interest. So what I did was I just grabbed some tulle And I just tied it in a knot in the middle. And then here, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of a hot glue just to adhere my twine. Just so it doesn't move, just like that. And then what I did was I did the same thing. I added some glue to that there, and obviously we're going to trim off the ends. And let's see, I'm going to put it about there, just like that. Our bow is going to sit at an angle, so let's go ahead and trim that. Kind of fluff the ends. Seriously, I love these scissors. Like my favorite. I'm so glad I found them. I've been looking for a pair that, you know, either they were too expensive or they just dulled really fast. But anyway, love them. Pop those there. Okay, so next we're going to go ahead and get some more hot glue and just adhere that off to the side. Just like that. And then, okay, and finally, we're just going to finish embellishing our pocket. And we're just going to put some adhesive on the back of that. That's going to go there. Grab some white cardstock and punch out a little heart. I love adding details to my projects, and then sometimes I can't remember where I put everything. So anyway, so let's add that. And I added it right there. And I think I got it done. Okay, so here is our final project. I hope that you've enjoyed this quick and easy tutorial. This is definitely a must-have, even if you do not, you know, use it with the emojis. I think it's super cute. It makes some really beautiful statement pieces, funny statement pieces. Just a great way to give that gift card, just to make it a little bit more fun. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please leave me a comment, and I appreciate you taking time to watch it. And I hope that you enjoyed a great weekend. And here is to a fabulous week. Thank you for watching.